Okay, ladies, ladies, this is for us, including me. This is what me as a woman myself finds unattractive on women of all ages, whether you're a little girl mentality, a female, whatever. This is what I find unattractive, that I know that when I see this in a woman, or her operating and dressing like this, or presenting herself this way, she doesn't love herself. She's insecure, and she needs to find out who she is, because her identity has been stolen. And the reason I know these things, because I've been there, and I'm delivered now by God. So I thank God for that, because I was willing to get delivered. I didn't deny it. And I didn't want to stay loving my demons at the time. I wanted a different lifestyle, and I want to be transformed and renewed in my mindset. So with that being said, ladies, this is what I find unattractive on you as a female that doesn't know what a woman is and isn't a woman but think you are, because you have your body parts showing and you're half naked like a stripper, but yet you attack strippers or exotic dancers. But you're the same way, you're just in a different environment, but you're doing the same thing they do. Okay, now let's deal with it. Ladies, when I see your booty cheeks out and I can see the black around your booty cheeks, and your shorts are so short you can see your print in your shorts, you know, that's disgusting. That's sickening, because I don't need to see that. I don't want to see it. And you don't need to be tempting other men, especially if they're married or in a relationship. You don't want to be breaking up happy homes and stuff like that, or coming in between nothing. And then it's foolish of you, because why do you want to let the enemy use you and prostitute you like that, to put your body parts out there and sell yourself, saying this is what I have to offer? If that's what you have to offer, a man of God and a real man, period, ain't stunting you. As a matter of fact, it's an insult to yourself. You're degrading your own self. And then, you know, with the name call, I find it unattractive when females, notice I said females, not a woman, because there's a difference. The maturity is different, and ignorance is mostly gone. Okay? When you're dealing with a female or a little girl mentality, females, you know, they got the nerve to call each other, name call each other out of names, disrespectful, vulgar names, ignorant names, and they think it's cute. But if you let a man come along and say them names, they want to get violent and fight and get upset and get angry and say their feelings hurt. No, your feelings shouldn't be hurt, because you were disrespecting yourselves already. So why shouldn't somebody else disrespect you? Yeah, it's wrong for them to do it, but if you present yourself a certain way to the world, they're going to dish it back out to you that way. So if you want respect, you got to respect yourself first, and then others will respect you. Okay? Another thing that I found unattractive with females, okay? Having your breasts all out. Don't nobody want to see all of that. Your breasts should be something you should have covered up, that way until you get married, and then you can show him all your goodies. Leave something to the imagination. Stop showing men and us all that stuff. I don't want to see it. It's unattractive. It's ignorant. And it shows me and tells me that you don't love yourself. You're insecure very badly. I don't care how thick your thighs is, how well-rounded shape you are, how big your booty is and plump and how it sits up or whatever. You can put a cup on it or whatever you call it. I don't care how sexy you are, how gorgeous you look, how much makeup you put on. I don't care if you have a pretty smile and dimples and pretty eyes, and you got pretty long weave or sew in or glue in or tack it in or attach it in. I don't care what it is. I don't care how fake your eyelashes are, how extensive they are. I don't care how smart you is. You can be the smartest woman. You could be a Beyonce type, a Sierra type. Even them, they're insecure. Because first of all, anytime I see a female humping on everything, humping on men, dancing vulgar, dancing lustfully, because that's what it is. It's a lust spirit they have. Yes, I said it. Beyonce, Sierra, Maya. Who else is there? There's a bunch of female celebrities that are insecure. They look very beautiful. They can sing, they can dance, but they are beautiful. And they are beautiful, but they are just insecure as ever. One thing I've learned about a woman who's secure in herself and confident in herself, she doesn't have to present herself half naked all the time. She doesn't have to humping her vagina everywhere all the time. She doesn't have to bend over to everybody of the world to see, to say she's sexy. She doesn't need other people's compliments, because she's her own compliment. She doesn't need other people to build her up, because guess what? She's her own motivator. Okay? And also she has God. There's a difference between a worldly woman and a woman of God. Let's not get that twisted. Okay? Now another thing is, a woman is very insecure when she feels like she has to compete with other women. That's how I know her identity has been stolen. She is insecure. She don't even love herself. Another thing is too, when she has to flirt with a lot of men, when she flirts, period. You don't have to flirt. If he's going to come to you, he's going to come to you for your inner, not for your outer. You never seen prostitutes hang with successful women. Why? Because successful women are not those kind of women. They're not going to mix together. That's like oil and water, light and dark. They don't go together. Okay, let's not get it twisted. Another thing is, the women she hangs with. You notice that girls who are wild and out there, who are half naked, be at the clubs all types of night and all that kind of stuff, worldly, they're going to hang with each other because birds of a feather flock together. But a woman that has God, who's full of virtue, who has been molded and equipped for her mate and that desires a mate, she's not going to be out all times of the night. You're not going to be able to tell what kind of thong she got on, or her panties she got on. You're not going to be able to tell how her butt cheeks look. You won't be able to tell what's on her breast if she does have a tattoo or whatever's going on privately. You're not going to know all that stuff because you know what? It's going to be covered up. You can be sexy and be covered up. It's a way you do things. But when you go out there in the world, when you get out them doors and you're half naked and everything is all loud, you're so short, you catch yeast infections, you're prone to them now. I mean, all this kind of crazy crap. You're wearing your little kids' clothes or you're wearing your sister's clothes or your aunties and you like twice their size. That's ridiculous. Okay, when you go out there presenting yourself like that, stop expecting people to respect you when you don't even love and respect yourself. That's ignorance. Okay, that's my thing. If you want respect, let God change your inner sides. Okay, let him change the inside of you. Clothe yourself with who you are inside and watch what'll happen to your outer. I encourage you to do that, females, young ladies. Let God change who you are from within and bring out who you are, and ask God to give you your identity back because it has been stolen. Ask God to deliver you if you are willing and want change and you want to present yourself the right way. You want to be who you are. You want to find out who you are. Let God show you who you are and then be willing to let him change you from inside without. It has to start from here, the inside, the heart. Let him deal with your heart. Let him show you what's really going on with you, where does stuff come from, why you operate like you do. If you want that to happen. Now, if you love your mess and you love your sinful lifestyle, you love selling yourself and letting the devil prostitute you and make a fool out of you and laugh at you and accuse you day and night before God, that's on you. But as for me and my household, we're going to serve the Lord and do this thing the right way because I am going to have, yes, I said it, I'm going to have a man of God who's just like me as far as when it comes to God and presenting yourself right and living righteous and being in right standing with God. But as for you, if you choose to like that lifestyle and you want to stick with that, do not be trying to call on God and holler, Lord, Lord, when all hell comes your way. Because that's one thing about the devil. It's going to cost you to play. You're going to have to pay. Okay? That's how that goes. So if you want to be a lady like that, continue to let the enemy prostitute you, go ahead and make a fool out of you. Go ahead, because nobody's making you. But I don't condone in that, but that's your choice. But now, if you want to do things righteous and want to please God, go for it. I encourage you to do it before it's too late while you still have the breath in your body. So with that being said, another thing that is unattractive to me on females too is cussing using vulgar language. Vulgar language. Why? You don't have to talk like that. You don't have to talk nasty. You don't have to compete about other females to a guy. You don't have to do that kind of stuff. You know, it's ignorance. Another thing, gossiping and backbiting. If you call yourself friends, you shouldn't be gossiping about each other behind each other back. Anything you need to say, you say it to them. But all that cussing and backbiting and gossiping, that is unattractive. Another thing that's unattractive to me about a female, nagging. Nagging, being controlling, operating like a Jezebel. That is so unattractive. So unattractive. Okay? It's not cause for. Dancing everywhere half naked, shaking your stuff, your tail feather, your booty, whatever kind of feather you got. Shaking that stuff everywhere and letting everybody see what you got. That is unattractive and it's sickening and it's just yucky. It's yucky. It's disgusting. You need to stop it. You're too grown. You even got kids and even grandchildren. Stop doing that stuff. You're embarrassing yourself. You're making a fool out of yourself. And certain men don't find that attractive. Excuse me. But with that being said, that's very unattractive to me. And another thing that's unattractive, when females mean mug you, you ain't got to mean mug me. You ain't even got to get like me. Get like yourself and let God pull out who you are. Go get your identity back. Don't get jealous of me because I got mines. Go get your identity. I did what it took, and I encourage you to go do the same thing. God, just like he did for me, he will do the same for you, if you're willing. So with that being said, you know, that's that. That's that. And another thing that's unattractive to me too, just like with a man, a worldly woman. It's unattractive. It's unattractive because she's so full of ignorance, and sometimes they think that crap is cute and sexy and blah, 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 blah. It's unattractive. There's nothing like seeing a woman of God that's sold out to God. Her spirit is so different. Her attitude is so positive. It's so loving and kindness. Her words when she speaks is eloquent and fluent. It's a beautiful thing to see a woman of God, especially ones that are stronger than me in the faith. I love to see that because I can bond with them. I admire the God in them. I don't worship them and I don't bow down to them. It's the God in them that I'm admiring, and I love that about them, and I know that I can learn things from them, and they can learn things from me too, even if I am younger, you know, and they're more wiser. You know, I think it's a beautiful thing when you see a woman that has let God develop her and matured her into a Proverbs 31 woman. If you don't know what that is, ladies, I encourage you to read that and go meditate on it and let God show you you. And if you're willing, he will equip you as well. So with that being said, ladies, this is what is unattractive to me on you. I used to be there, and I know how it looks, and it makes you look like a pure fool. That's what we look like, fools, when we are operating like this, like worldly women. And it's not attractive. The only one that's attractive to worldly women is, guess what? Worldly men. A real man of God ain't studying no worldly woman. He don't want nothing to do with that because he's been there already. He ain't trying to go back to that. He wants something different. Somebody saved and born again just like he is. A saved man of God who got God for real, he not studying you if you worldly. He know they don't even go together because God does not want us unequally yoked. So let's check that out. If you're still worldly, do something about it if you want to, if you're willing, if you won't change. If you don't want change, don't expect nothing in your life to change. With that being said, ladies, self-check.